When we analyze the scriptures and think of it spiritually, we can see the bigger picture and the greatness of the kingdom, how it's going to be, but we still just have a little inkling. We really don't have the fullness. Remember, Yahweh Shai said, it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of heaven. So what do you think is going to come with the kingdom of heaven? Many benefits. So we have no clue or idea what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like. Specifically, we just have ideas. Some brothers have a better imagination than others. They may be able to draw certain things based off of what we read in scriptures, but to actually grasp the actual glory of it, it would be like the Apostle Paul trying to explain the spiritual realm, where he said it wasn't law for me, and there were not enough words to express the magnificence and the beauty of the spirit world. You see? So we can only speak on carnal things and imagination that we may have of how the kingdom is going to be, but the greatness of it, the glory of it, we don't know yet until it actually comes.
But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
The Lord said that on the Heavenly Father's right hand there are pleasures evermore. And it says that I have not seen, neither ear heard the things which the Lord hath prepared for them that wait for him. You know, there's a whole nother world of greatness that awaits us when the kingdom of heaven is established. It's not seen in this society. In this society, we only see carnal things that reason offers in this society. But when the kingdom is established, the Lord is going to open us up to a whole nother world, you know, of pleasure, of knowledge, of wisdom, understanding, you know, just, I mean, can't even be put into words, you know, because our imagination only goes but so far.
But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit.
Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation be to the hopeful elect. Who is in this gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. What you're witnessing here is a depiction of the kingdom of heaven. You heard Apostle Ramlab narrating, going into some benefits of the kingdom, how the scriptures say that it's the Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom, and how he have pleasures forevermore on his right side. We can't begin to fathom the concept of the beauty and the riches and the glory of the kingdom of heaven that's going to be bestowed upon the Hebrew Israelites, man, starting with the Lord's elect first. Oftentimes, man, like the elder apostle said, we speculate through imaginations of what we read through the scriptures, and we try our best to rationalize it and to make it make sense. But Paul said that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard the glory that's going to be revealed in us. And also when he went to the spirit world, he said that it was unlawful for him to utter the glory which he saw of the Heavenly Father, man. So the scriptures say on earth, let your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So you got to understand that replica of the kingdom of heaven in the spiritual world where the Most High dwells is going to be a replica of it on the planet earth, man, because it says whatever you bind on earth, you release in heaven, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, once again, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So we're going to have the kingdom of heaven set up on the earth, and it's going to be a beautiful paradise, man. A utopia, a true utopia of freedom and sovereignty for our people. Even the evil of our people, the 2/3 of our people are going to live righteously in the kingdom and have access to certain benefits because they're Israelites, okay? And because of the promises that the Most High gave to Abraham, because he was found faithful and he was found the friend of the Most High. Okay, it's not really of our works and what we've done, though that's part of the work, that's part of the battle, that's part of the Lord's movie, that we do work in order to get the prize. Because I mean, it takes place, but what I'm saying is you can do 1,000 works, but if you're not chosen, then you're not chosen. Okay, but nonetheless, the elect will be working their ass off in this day, putting their best foot forward, doing what they have to do to serve the Lord, so we can be the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven.
Because honestly, brothers, when you look at this society, it makes you want it. It makes you want hope. It's hope, man. Like, damn, I hope. Because if this is the goodest that this place have to offer, then I say no thank you, man. Okay? Because this is just a life of misery, ups and downs, turmoil, confusion mainly. Okay? Every day it's like an emotional roller coaster living under this devil. Working every single day until your back gives out. The marriages are totally destroyed. The children are out of order. The TV programs are totally confusing. You know, the money is fiat. And the list goes on. Your body breaks down. You have illnesses, pestilence. It's more woe than righteousness, man. Because I can honestly say that I've had more sorrowful days than happy days. And that's a common thing in this kingdom. Okay? 80% of my time since I've been alive in this kingdom has been nothing but fucking sorrow, man. And that's just real talk. Okay? And they say, well, you have to find your own happiness and establish it. And, I mean, yeah and no. But regardless of it, when you constantly are being bombarded by a system that's set up for you to do bad and for you to fail and your people to fail and everything is against you to kill you off, then it's hard to really make anything positive outside of these scriptures, man. Okay? So the kingdom of heaven is going to be a breath of fresh air, brother. It's going to be like scriptures go into it basically being a dream that never ends. Like most people, they hold on to ancient memories or old memories or dreams that they once had that they woke up from, is because you have what they call a nostalgic feeling. Nostalgia is basically a reminiscent of something or a good particular time or historical moment in your life that had an impact on you. Whether it could have been a certain smell, certain music, a certain day, a certain color, okay, a certain phrase. But certain things put you back in that state of peace. And that's what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like, man. Like the scriptures say, a one day in the Lord's courts will be better than 1,000 days. It says a day in the Lord's court is better than 1,000 good days, roughly paraphrasing it. So your best days on this planet Earth that you've had in life, the kingdom of heaven, just one day in the kingdom will put that shit to shame. To show you the amount of glory and happiness that we're gonna be. Because, you know, like I said yesterday, brothers, I'm ready to live, man. You know, I'm ready to live. I'm ready to have children. I'm ready to be married. You know, I'm ready to have businesses. I'm ready to be with the brothers. I'm ready to be with the Lord. You know, I'm ready to know what life has to offer instead of what we have to offer it. I want to know what life has to offer us as people. Okay, because the scriptures tell you that the earth was put here so man can enjoy it. But somehow it was turned to some type of slave colony. Everybody is running this rat race to get a felling dollar. And you still end up on bottom. So I had a couple precepts here. And it fucking stinks out here, man. God damn, I'm getting lightheaded. But I got a precept here. This is the book of and this whole chapter, Isaiah the 60th chapter, is good. Actually I could start at verses 1, but I'm gonna jump around a little bit because I don't want to read the whole thing. So it says verse 5, and it reads, it says, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea should be converted into thee, and the forces of the Gentiles should come upon thee. Right, the abundance of the sea, okay, the people, okay, and the forces of the Gentiles, because these other nations, what they're gonna do, they're gonna actually give tribute into us, like we was tributaries into the Roman Empire and the different respective kingdoms that we was enslaved in. Those heathens, they will have to be tributaries into us now, okay? But we're gonna bound them 1,000 years to build up our kingdom, because we're not gonna build up our kingdom with our own hands. Hell no, that would be unbalanced, because we built this kingdom up with our bare hands with no help for real. Okay, so I'd be damned if I lift a brick in the kingdom of heaven. Only thing I'm gonna be lifting is my regalia and my whip and my women and picking my sons and my daughters up. That's the most I'm gonna be lifting. Lord's will is like that. But you know, we really don't have we know, but we don't know. We know what the scriptures tells us, but to put it into a fourth dimensional form or a mindset, it's kind of impossible, because we're third dimensional creatures, man. We're fourth dimensional beings dwelling in third dimensional bodies in a third dimensional heaven, so to speak. So we're not going to get everything as far as what the kingdom of heaven pertaineth, but we understand to some degree. And it says here, and it says, and a multitude of camels shall cover thee,
And the dromedaries of Midian and the Ephah, and they from Sheba should come, and they should bring gold and incense, and they should show forth the praises of the Lord. Okay, look up dromedary, see what that means. Okay, goes into the Hebrew word bakar, which means young camel. Okay, so the camels, because we know the camels are basically like, they're basically like bobcats. They're like forklifts, so to speak. You know, they're used to carry heavy loads. A camel is very durable. Okay, and you're gonna go back to hardcore slavery in the kingdom. We're gonna go back to old brute strength. That's why, hey, them slaves gonna have to be built up, man. You know, but it says here, in the flocks of Kedar should be gathered together unto thee, and the ram of Nebaioth should minister unto thee, and they should come up with acceptance on my altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory, which is the Israelites. Okay, and it says, who are these that fly as a cloud into the doves to their windows? But surely the isles should wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of Yahweh thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he have glorified thee, man. So Yahweh Shai, man, is going to get these, he's going to get everything, and he's going to bestow a lot of those riches into his men. Okay, because the Lord said that, hey, we are joint heirs, so if he's a ruler, we're going to be rulers with him, because then he say that, hey, I no longer call you servants, but I call you friends, because a servant know not what his master doeth. You see? And it says, and the sons and strangers shall build up thy walls. Okay? Show you we ain't going to do nothing. And their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. So therefore thy gates should be open continually, and they should not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, that their kings may be brought. Okay? And that's going into their women. Okay? The daughters, spices, incense, jewels, whatever nation that they have to offer in agriculture, man, like prime example, like, you know, the blood diamonds, those Hamites like mining and so forth. We're going to get blood diamonds, we're going to get opals, we're going to get all types of stuff, man, and we're going to use them to decorate our palaces with it. Okay, we're going to have servants, we're going to have handmaids. Okay, we're going to have women that's going to serve us. We're going to have animals that's going to minister to us. Literally, our animals are going to minister to us, man. Okay, you're going to come in and the walls are going to sing to you, man. Okay, when you come in your palace, you got your, it's gonna be dope, man. Like I said, I can't even put it in layman's terms because it's so much to really think about. And then on top of that, the infinite amount of galaxies. So when the Lord puts a respect on eternity, you're gonna know what that means, because right now you try to grasp eternity, you ain't gonna never know what it means, man. And to show you that we serve an all-powerful being, because you would say, well, shit, eventually we gonna get bored. Well, we're not gonna get bored, because every day in the kingdom of heaven is going to be a fresh and new. Okay, it's not going to be any same day. Like today, like prime example, you work 5 days a week, it's the same BS. Some days are worse, some days are better, but overall this is the same thing you have to look forward to. Getting up, not sleeping well, going to work for Esau, catching hell, bills, more bills, and it's just like, okay, enough is enough. Okay, but it reads here, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, and yea, those nations shall utterly be wasted. So if you don't serve us, then you're going to be put down. And it says, but the glory of Lebanon should come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box tree, because, you know, like pine trees, etc., those are imported from different places, because over there in the land of Israel, I don't believe that they even grow any particular grass. That shit is imported. But the Lebanon tree, hey, like you have what they call the Jericho plant, that's only found in the land of Israel. And the Jericho plant is a plant that never dies, but you have to constantly water it, because it dries up into a ball if you don't. But when you water it, it have like the most, your pot colors, man. Okay, it's like a real deep pine green to it, and it's like a purifying plant, man. It encapsulates all the bad energy, and it promotes good energy. So that's why you got to keep it watered. Okay, but you don't want to overly water it, because it can kind of, you know, lose its benefits. But if you water it just enough, it's going to constantly sprout and grow. Okay, and it says here, the pine tree and the box together to beautify the place of my sanctuary, I will make thy place of my feet glorious. And the sons of them that also afflicted thee should come bending unto thee, because you other nations, you're going to bow down. You Edomites, you're going to bow down. You Moabites, you Ammonites, you Hamites, you Ishmaelites, you're going to bow down. Okay, and it says, shall bind thyself down unto thee, and they all that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, which is the Israelites, the Zion, and the holy city of Israel. Right? Because, hey, the Lord is going to put some respect on his name, man. Okay, the Lord is going to put respect on his name. And then you're going to have the chariots out there. Brothers going to have their own chariots that you can hop in and go wherever you want to go. Okay, like the beauty of the sunsets. Like when we take back Eastern Europe, man, Western Europe, when we take back those countries, we take back ancient Greece, and we set our houses up on a hill, it's going to be dope, man. Literally lakefront houses, beach houses, man. You know, stars. I mean, 1 billion stars. It's not going to be any pollution in the kingdom of heaven. So just imagine how a night sky will look in the kingdom, man. I mean, you're going to see literally 1 billion stars, because that's how clean and purified the air is going to be. Unlike here in the cities of America, you can barely see stars, man, because of all the smog, the pollution, the mass commerce, you know, the transportation of vehicles, the waste sites. All that causes issues with the heavens, man, with the air. You know, you're breathing in certain chemicals, you get sick. But in the kingdom, it ain't going to be like that. And it says here, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so no man went through thee, but I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Though thou shalt suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of the kings, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and I am thy Savior, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass and stones of iron. And I will also make thy officers peace, and thy exactors righteousness. And violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within the borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise, man, which praise goes into the Hebrew word halal, or halal, which means to praise. Halal. Okay, and it says, and the sun should be no more thy light by day, neither for the brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but the Lord should be a light unto the everlasting light, in thy power and thy glory. Now, it's not saying that the moon and the stars and the sun won't be there, but us as third dimensional beings, this is light unto us, man, because we can't behold the glory of the Most High. But in the kingdom, we're going to actually behold the glory of the Most High, because we're going to be upright in our perfections. But that, we're not saying that the sun and the moon is going to be done away with, because the Lord said if he destroyed these ordinances, he would destroy the children of Israel. So you're going to have a moon and a sun still, because those are the internal aspects of righteousness. On top of that, that's how we can tell our high holy days. But we're not going to need that basically to survive anymore, because we're going to be fourth dimensional beings, okay, in actual bodies. And it says here, and the sun shall go no more down, neither shall the moon withdraw itself, which proved that the sun and moon will be there. For the Lord should be thy everlasting light, in which that also meaning wisdom and understanding, because once we're upright in our perfection, we're not going to ever go off, and we're going to have all the secrets that the Most High has bestowed into Yahushua, okay? Too much that this body can't contain now. But it says, but the Lord should be thy everlasting light, which is this understanding, and the days of thy mourning should be ended. Woo! Man, I can't wait for that, man. Okay, because right now we in mourning. Like the beloved brother typed the precept earlier on in transit. He says here, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Okay? Our people are in mourning right now. Why? Because look at who's running this place. You got the bases of men that can't manage a kingdom without screwing up. I mean, totally everything is out of whack. Okay? The judicial system, everything is totally off. Okay? Everything. But you tell this man, hey, he got it under control. Because the only one that's really because the only ones that's truly living in his kingdom is really the so-called white man, which is the elites of their society, the Rothschilds. They're the ones that's living it up, you know, and even they are miserable because the Lord plagues them. But it says here, like, people should also be all, and people should be all righteous. I'm talking about you 2/3 too. They should inherit the land forever, and the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. And a little one should become 1,000, which means we're gonna have a lot of sex, brothers. A lot of women, the women that you desire to get your hands on this side, and you couldn't land that catch. Hey, in the kingdom, please, you're gonna get your hand on virgins. I'm talking about the baddest of the baddest, the baddest of the baddest of the baddest. And let's get it twisted. The kingdom of heaven ain't all about getting women. Okay, that's just an added perk. There's gonna be so much more to the kingdom of heaven than women. Like a lot of times, man, we gonna have time for our wives, because we ain't gonna have shit but time. But
You ain't just gonna be laying up with your woman 24/7, man. Like the brother said, you're gonna be in a different house every night. You know, and that's something that a lot of these women can't get. Like relationships has been destroyed based on that statement I just made, all because it's lawful for a man to have multiple wives. Oh, y'all like teaching that, huh? You damn right we like teaching it, because we're kings and we have that right. Okay, but in the kingdom we're gonna really put that into play, and you women ain't gonna be mad at that in the kingdom, because your mindset is gonna change. So right now your mind is encapsulated with wickedness, okay, with wickedness and folly, because this devil, and we're in a low state. That's why you buck up against it, because you truly don't understand what it means to be subservient. But you will once we get those new bodies, so it ain't really nothing to fret, because shit, you ain't gonna want your Israelite man wearing you down all night, every night. It's gonna literally be a lot to handle. We literally gonna have 3 legs, man. I don't think you want to take that every night. You know what I mean? But regardless, it's gonna be a beautiful family affair, and I can't wait. Honestly, this is like, I don't look forward to nothing else but this. And it says, and a little one should become 1,000, and a small one a strong nations. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time. Man. All right. So got another precept, man. I mean, I'll go on this all day, but this is the book of Tobit 13. It says, I will extol my power, and my soul shall praise the King of heaven, and shall rejoice in his greatness. It says, let all men speak, and let them praise for righteousness. It says, O Jerusalem, the holy city, he will scourge thee for thy children's works. Damn, this stink. I'm by a pump site, wastewater, a waste treatment facility. God. But it says, and will have mercy again on the sons of the righteous, which is the elect. So give praise to the Lord. He is good. And praise the everlasting King, that his tabernacle may be builded in thee again with joy. And let him make joyful there in thee those that are captives, and love in thee forever those that are miserable. Okay, which shows you we are miserable. We're under the Esau, man. We can't really prosper here. And it says, cursed are all they which hate thee, which you other nations, and blessed shall be which thee love thee forever. And rejoice and be glad for the children of the just, for they shall be gathered together, which is the elect. And you can read about this in Revelation 7, and also 2 Esdras 13. And shall bless the Lord of the just. But oh, blessed are they which love thee, for they shall rejoice in thy peace. And blessed are they which have been sorrowful for all thy scourges. And that's us, man. You ain't in your right mind if you ain't broken down here in this kingdom, if you ain't pissed off, you know, when they have seen all the glory, and should be glad forever. It says, but let my soul bless Yahweh the great King. For Jerusalem should be built up with sapphires and emeralds and precious stones, because the city is going to have a literal glow to it. Thy walls and towers and battlements were pure gold. And this is a vision he's seen. The Lord showed him. And the streets of Jerusalem should be paved with the beryl and the carmichael of stones of Ophir. And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah. And they shall praise him, saying, blessed be the power which have extolled it forever. So we got something great coming to us, brothers, man. Just endure and hold on. And we get this man up out of here, man. Like I say, when America goes down, that's just the beginning. I like to think of America going down. I like to call the kingdom the aftermath. Okay, the aftermath, man, because it's something greater than what we fathom here, man. It's gonna be so worth it at the end, brothers. I can promise that through the spirit, man. From what the scriptures say, it's gonna be so much better than what we think, and it's gonna come like overnight. One day we gonna wake up, shit gonna happen, and Jacob's trouble, we gonna go through it, and before you know it, the chariot's gonna be here picking us up and taking us to a different part of the land, and we gonna have that power, man. You gotta believe that and have hope in that. If you don't have hope in that, you ain't no different than one of these hamsters on the pinwheel running in circles, man. So I'm in it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim and Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.